Karnataka's Women and Child Welfare Minister has finally spoken out on the child rape accused Seer. Women and Child Welfare Minister Halappa Achar says the police is doing its job. The minister says there's no question of not having courage and the law is the same for everyone and that the government is doing its job, which is complete nonsense, of course, because these are just words that the public does not believe anymore. Under POCSO provisions, the accused has to be questioned and detained immediately. Neither of those two things has happened, far from being arrested. So for the Women and Child Welfare Minister of Karnataka to say that the police is doing its job, he perhaps means that the police is listening to the government and the politicians and staying away from applying the law and the provisions of POCSO. Here's what the minister said, the latest lame excuse from the Bommai government.
ಈಗ ನ್ಯಾಯಾಲಯದಲ್ಲಿ ನ್ಯಾಯಾಲಯದ ನಿರ್ದೇಶನಗಳು ಇರ್ತಾವೆ. ನ್ಯಾಯಾಲಯ ಮೇಲೆ ಒಂದು ಹೋಗೈತಂದ್ರೆ ಕಾನೂನು ರೀತಿಯ ಕ್ರಮ ತಗೊಳ್ತಾರೆ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆನೇ ಇರೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಬಟ್ ನನ್ನ ಮೊನ್ನೆ ನಾನು ಒಂದು ಪ್ರತಿಕ್ರಿಯೆ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಪ್ರತಿಕ್ರಿಯೆ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಕೋರ್ಟ್ ಕಳಿಸಿದ್ದೆ. ಯಾರು ಸಿಕ್ಕರು ನನಗೆ ಕೋರ್ಟ್ ಸಿಕ್ಕಂಥ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರತಿಕ್ರಿಯೆ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಒಂದೇ ಮಾತಾಡೋದು, ಈ ದೇಶದೊಳಗೆ ಕಾನೂನಿನ ಅಡಿಯೊಳಗೆ ನಾವೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಬದುಕಿದ್ದೀವಿ, ಕಾನೂನಿನ ಚೌಕಟ್ಟಿನೊಳಗೆ ನಾವೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. ಇಂಥ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದೇ ಸರ್ಕಾರ ಇರಲಿ ಯಾವುದೇ ಇರಲಿ ಸಂಪೂರ್ಣ ಕೆಲಸ ತನ್ನ ಕಾರ್ಯಗಳನ್ನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ. ಈಗ ನ್ಯಾಯಾಲಯದಲ್ಲಿ ನ್ಯಾಯಾಲಯದ ನಿರ್ದೇಶನಗಳು ಇರ್ತಾವೆ. ನ್ಯಾಯಾಲಯ ಮೇಲೆ ಒಂದು ಹೋಗೈತಂದ್ರೆ ಕಾನೂನು ರೀತಿಯ ಕ್ರಮ ತಗೊಳ್ತಾರೆ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆನೇ ಇರೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಬಟ್ ನನ್ನ ಮೊನ್ನೆ ನಾನು ಒಂದು ಪ್ರತಿಕ್ರಿಯೆ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಪ್ರತಿಕ್ರಿಯೆ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಕೋರ್ಟ್ ಕಳಿಸಿದ್ದೆ. ಯಾರು ಸಿಕ್ಕರು ನನಗೆ ಕೋರ್ಟ್ ಸಿಕ್ಕಂಥ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರತಿಕ್ರಿಯೆ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಒಂದೇ ಮಾತಾಡೋದು, ಈ ದೇಶದೊಳಗೆ ಕಾನೂನಿನ ಅಡಿಯೊಳಗೆ ನಾವೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಬದುಕಿದ್ದೀವಿ, ಕಾನೂನಿನ ಚೌಕಟ್ಟಿನೊಳಗೆ ನಾವೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. ಇಂಥ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದೇ ಸರ್ಕಾರ ಇರಲಿ ಯಾವುದೇ ಇರಲಿ ಸಂಪೂರ್ಣ ಕೆಲಸ ತನ್ನ ಕಾರ್ಯಗಳನ್ನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ.
But community leaders from the Lingayat community, the most influential and politically powerful community in Karnataka, are beginning to speak out because this is now reflecting on the state of Karnataka at large. Lingayat leader G.B. Patil has now stepped out to demand action against the Seer, one of the few to come out and demand action, even while shame-faced politicians, including from the ruling party, the opposition party, the other parties, have all put their tail between their legs and said nothing at all.
Mr. Patil, we know that the Seer, Shivamurthy, is a revered religious pontiff within the Lingayat community. He has access to all politicians who come by there only to meet him. That's the kind of clout he holds. But this is a POCSO case, yet no arrest, no medical tests done. And we fear that this will really alter the course of fair and free investigation. How would you look at this as a Lingayat community member?
It is very bad on the country's the law. Law is a common for everybody. It is common for rich and poor and seer and a devotee. There should not be any difference between the rich and poor. Because here there are only two persons. One is a victim and one is the alleged rapist. And the case has been filed under the POCSO Act, which is supposed to take immediate action. And I don't know what is the reason of taking it another 6 days or so. And until now nothing is happening and the whole country is watching. The same thing has happened earlier also in case of that Asaram Bapu and one more in Haryana case. But at last the law took its own course and they have been arrested. They are behind the bars. But now we are not saying that. We are only requesting the Seer as well as the authority, let the country know the truth. It is actually the minor girls, and that too they are coming from such a downtrodden family. They are supposed to get the justice. They are not getting the justice. If they have alleged, they should be immediate. There should be an inquiry. And why the third person is coming in? Why the conspiracy theory is happening here? There is no necessary, because there is only two cases here. One is the rapist, alleged rapist, and others is the dispute between the Mutt. That is altogether separate case. Why people are linking that case into this? Lingayats are very law-abiding citizens. They are not afraid of anything. Truth is truth. And the Basavana in 12th century, he came out with all these things, Today we are following that Basavana. And if somebody is doing this, and it is a shame on the community, entire religion.
Yeah.
No,
You
actually,
know,
we want it. No, I am not saying that Seer has made a mistake, but let the investigation should happen properly.